I think this experience is amazing. We have lots of cool championships, but I think playing in Doha obviously is the best one of the year.
I'm impressed, honestly, here in Qatar, how serious the people, take paddle. Everyone is supporting the sport here in order to grow in a very good way.
It's an honor for me to be part of the history, I try to always send that message that nothing is impossible.
Hello, welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Adil. On this episode, we take a swing at some racket sports. From tennis to paddle, we've got you covered. Top-tier tennis was in full swing again at the Qatar Open, and that's where I got a chance to sit down with Tunisian star Ons Jabeur. But first, paddle is all anyone is talking about nowadays, which makes it unsurprisingly one of the world's fastest growing sports. Here in Qatar, paddle's popularity is showing no signs of slowing down. And as Laila Humara found out, the country is scoring major deals to host international tournaments.
Mohamed Al-Hanji is one of Qatar's top paddle athletes. While tennis was his first love, he made the switch to paddle 5 years ago and hasn't looked back since.
I played tennis for 20 years, and paddle came up recently, and I started playing it. I'm practicing morning and afternoon, doing physical practice as well. Taking this very serious. My ambition is high. Of course, I want to represent my country in the best way that I can.
And where better for Mohamed to fly Qatar's flag than by competing at the Ooredoo Qatar Major for the third consecutive time, facing the best paddle athletes in the world.
These players that we are competing with, they are playing paddle for all their life. We are, compared to them, new to the sport, so we are learning a lot, having a great experience. So I'm very happy that I can see my improvement and the performance each year better and better.
In the women's draw, the competition pool is also improving every year, as seen through the eyes of the world number 6, Spain's Marta Ortega, who started playing paddle at 6 years old.
This is a very important tournament for the year. And at the beginning of the season, maybe you are more fresh. So I think we have a pressure to do it right. So it's really important for us to do a nice result here. It gives you lots of points and obviously lots of confidence for the rest of the years.
The Ooredoo Qatar tournament is the first major stop in Premier Paddle's 2024 season under a new unified global professional ecosystem. 25 tournaments spanning 18 countries and 5 continents will culminate with the finals in Barcelona. It's a big year for paddle in Qatar, as the country is also set to host the World Championships come November, much to the delight of the sport's growing fan base.
Paddle now it's one of the important sports, and everyone here in Doha, they love to play paddle in different categories, kids, women's, all of community here in Qatar, they love paddle, and we're trying, to do our best, to promote this game.
That's also what Premier Paddle hopes this fresh competition format will do: get the sport exposed to a bigger audience and score more deals to take paddle to greater heights.
I think the most important today is creating this big structure around the players and go slowly but surely and expand to more markets like in Asia, the USA, and in Africa. Then we should be having more tournaments coming. And we look forward to continuing doing this job and make it better and better.
Here in Qatar, the craze over paddle is being fueled by more new facilities to cater to the growing demand. Whether it's for competitive play or for fun, Qatar Foundation recently opened 2 new paddle courts in Education City. You can choose to play outdoors within the grounds of Education City Golf Club or indoors at the Dome, both of which have been decked out by Adidas.
The Dome is very dear to me, and it's because it has great 5 paddle courts and it's an indoor venue. Not only that, but because it dedicates a few hours for ladies only. This place is fully accessible by everyone.
These new facilities not only provide the public with high-quality courts, world-class coaching is also available for those who want professional guidance.
It's so important to give good quality, to make the people feel at home, to make the people feel comfortable when they come and play. And this is what we are trying to do.
People are really enjoying the sport. They are pushing themselves a lot when it comes to competition. They really want to improve it, and they are taking it very, very seriously.
And while paddle is already giving legacy record sports like tennis a run for its money, there's still a bit more of catching up to do.
Of course, paddle still has a long road ahead, to be compared to the industry of tennis. But I think, the industry of paddle is taking the right decision. Premier Paddle is one of the examples. And I think with time we will see that tennis and paddle, start to get closer to each other.
But if paddle's meteoric rise in Qatar is any indication for the growth the sport is expected to see, the industry is headed for an all-round, smashing good time.
I'm impressed, honestly, here in Qatar, how serious the people, take paddle. Everyone is supporting the sport here in order to grow in a very good way.
Jabor is hoping to continue to play her way into the record books in 2024. The 29-year-old Tunisian already made history as the first Arab and African woman to reach a Grand Slam final. Now she's hoping to win one. I recently caught up with the 6th-ranked woman in the world ahead of this year's Qatar Total Energy Open. You're an inspiration to women and men in this region. What does it mean to be the first Arab to make a Grand Slam final?
It's an honor for me to be part of the history, I try to always send that message that nothing is impossible. So for me, I really try to act very well on and off the court and, just trying to open more doors for different people.
You've been on the court for a while, I think starting from the age of 3, your mom took you to the tennis clubs. What made you fall in love with tennis?
Just like, I'm always a very active kid, so the fact that I was running behind the ball and just chasing it was very, very nice. My mom was very supportive, so I think the connection of mother-daughter really helped me. And for me, I just fell completely in love with the sport.
And you're not done dreaming yet. What would it mean to win your first ever Grand Slam title?
Do mean a lot to me. It's a childhood dream for me, for my family, and I feel now it's for a whole continent, so definitely would mean a lot and definitely will help me a lot.
That's a lot of pressure. This is a competitive sport, but you're known as the Minister of Happiness. How do you keep that smile?
I feel like smiling always could give great energy, and I'm always looking for a positive energy. So for me, if I can change somebody's day, that's amazing. So I'll always keep smiling, and hopefully good things will come my way.
Now, you're one of the most outspoken players on the tour. You've obviously been affected by what happened in Gaza. How do you compartmentalize something like that when you're playing, but then it's still obviously, I'm sure, in the back of your mind?
It's very tough to kind of live in this situation, and it breaks my heart. I've been living with this war since I was a kid, and now since I can use my platform to speak out about this. I try to do my best, and of course try to do my best on a tennis court. Maybe I can change a little bit, I can help a little bit if I can.
I'm Jabber, and I'm proud to be part of the World Food Program family.
You were recently named the World Food Program's Global Goodwill Ambassador, and as an athlete, you know a lot about nutrition. How will you use your voice to end world hunger?
I think the least thing we can do for people around the world, just to give them a decent meal, and I think it is very important to have a good nutrition for young kids to focus on in schools and everything. If they're on empty stomach, it's very, very difficult. So I think the least thing we could try to do is improve that, and of course I was very happy with the World Food Program nominated me as the global ambassador, and I'm looking forward to do much more things with them.
Now, you're not only a fan favorite, but the players obviously respect you. Serena chose you as one of her last doubles partners. What does that mean when you get the recognition of your peers as well?
It's very important. I think like I give them respect, they give me respect back, and to play with such a legend like Serena is really unbelievable, and definitely I will never forget about that doubles. Hopefully, I can maybe one day play with the younger people with me to show them also the way. It's nice to have that respect between different players.
Now, we were hoping to see you last year at the Qatar Open, but the knee injury. What does this tournament mean for you?
It means a lot. I mean, I was very sad to miss it last year, but I'm back, and I'm very happy to be back. It was the most difficult, kind of a swing to miss, but I'm glad to be back now.
And what's your thoughts on how this year is going to play out for Jabbar?
I'll try my best, just one match at a time. Hopefully we'll be ready to win some matches, and definitely waiting for the crowd to help me.
Last question, what would be your message to young women and girls about the possibilities for them?
The first thing I want to do is hear them out and hear the young girls, young boys to talk about whatever their dreams, and definitely hear their questions, and I'll definitely encourage them to always believe in their dreams, to be disciplined, to work hard, but work smart, to achieve their dreams. But I'm very curious to know how they are thinking, and from there I think it's easier to guide them.
Talk about an action-packed episode. From paddle's rising popularity in this country to meeting a tennis superstar inspiring young people across this region, we hope you enjoyed this episode. But that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out Euronews.com and connect with us through our hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.